that tag so that we'll see what we are about to do. So it's shell. So this is what we're asked to do. We are going to go to the particular number. I think that should be number 7 of redirection, shell redirection. So see what we are going to do there. So I think this page is loading very slow. That's number 5 and number 6 and this number 7. So we're asked to write inside the file a shell script that whenever we run that script or whenever we execute that script should create a file, BESCO, and the file should contain this text. So that is what we're asked to do. So the name of the file we are going to create in the stuff is going to be called 7 file. So in where you are, the 7 file where you are, so I'm going to create a file 7 file and I'm going to paste a code inside. So what you are going to do is so for instance you are in your ALX this thing. Let me just list what I have here. So let me make a directory, so let me assume that this is my ALX DevOps folder. So I will cd inside the ALX DevOps folder like that. So inside it we have another folder, make dir make directory. Then inside it we have another folder called shell. Let me check, let me just use the name we have here, 0x02 shell redirections. So that's what I'm gonna call it, 0x02, then shell underscore redirections underscore redirections. So I'm gonna cd inside that. So we are inside it, so we know that it ends with 0x. So you are inside this particular part. So inside there, the first thing you are going to do is, let me zoom so you see what I'm doing there. So the first thing you are going to vi a new file inside our working directory. You vi, then the name of the file is 7 dash, what is it called, 7 dash file, file. So that is the name of the file. So we are just going to enter. Then inside it we are going to paste our script there. So now let me explain. So when you paste your script there, now if you look at the code very well, because it is a shell navigation file, it needs to has what, hash exclamation mark slash bin slash bash, because it is a shell file. So this comes up first. This is very handy. So followed by echo, then the name of the content you want to see inside the file you are about to create. So this is the content I want to see inside. I want to see BESCO. Whenever I open this file from here, starting from this place to here, so whenever I see this file, this is what I want to see inside there. Now let us analyze that. Now when you look at the file we have here, because I'm going to open this, I'm just going to open that so you see how I'm going to analyze those stuff there. So just wait for it to load. So still loading. Okay, so let me scroll to number 7. This is very long. Okay, so this is it. Now let us look at the file we have here. So write a shell script that creates a file name exactly like this. Now let's pick notes. The first one has a slash. It starts with a slash. So we need to escape all these characters. We need to start with escaping this first backslash. And when you look at what we have here, you see we put a double slash there in here. When you look at it, we put a double slash here, so backslash, double backslash here, so as to escape this slash we have here. So we'll be able to escape the slash we have there. That means the third slash we have there. Then we have our star, then we have another slash. So when you go back again and check what we have there, you can see we have 2 slash. So those 2 backslash, we want to escape each of them. So you come up here, you add another 2 backslash to escape the ones we have here. So we have escaped the one we have here. So this one is not affected. The next one comes with exclamation mark, not exclamation mark, quote. So we have a single quote and a double quote. So what happens here is they put a double quote to cover up this single quote we have here. So they use a backslash to escape this single quote we have here. Then they put a double quote here, which is this quote. So what is showing there is this page, this one here, like this. Hey, shit. So this single quote that is here, up here, the single quote before the double quote, I mean the next one, I think maybe I should be moving this stuff here because this should be handy. Okay, so this single quote here before this one, so this single quote has been escaped with a double quote. So that is going to show. Then we put a backslash for this double quote, for this other one to show. So everything is covered up inside this quote. So now look at where this one starts from. This one starts from here. This one, you see it starts here and it ends here. You can see that. So whatever you see inside is what was supposed to be there. So you know that there is another quote again which comes with the best, which is this one and this other one here. So good. So we have one here and it ends here. You can see that. So if you look at the original one too, it has a quote, double quote close to the B, and it has a double quote that ends the school. So that is the same thing they are trying to do there. So the same thing to here. So this double quote would have been affected, so they put a slash of that quote so that it will be ignored. It will ignore this quote that is here. That's why they put the slash in front of it to ignore that quote. They still put another slash in front of this one to ignore this double quote that is close to this best. So we expect the two things to be ignored. We expect it to show on our page. So put another slash again, which is this one, to ignore this. But this is not ignored because you see there is no slash in front of this one. And if we look at this other one too, you can see that there is no slash, but some people would think maybe there is a slash there. The thing is, this one has been ignored by the slash at the back of it, so that guy is not useful. This one too has been ignored. This one too is not useful. So you can see that. So for single slash, this slash has ignored this slash, so one slash is showing. This slash here has ignored this star, so the star here is showing. This slash here has ignored this slash, so this other slash where the thing is highlighted is showing, but this one is not showing. This slash here has ignored this slash, so this slash is showing, but this one is not showing. So we have two slash, one star is showing which has been ignored, and we have this. So I don't know how I'm going to explain this for you guys to understand, but this is the concept here. You need to ignore each special characters if you want those characters to show. For instance, this one that is highlighted here, this particular one that is highlighted, if you look at it now, this forward backslash have ignored this other backslash, so this slash is not showing because it's the one acting the giving the distance. Okay, let me take it to another page so that you understand what I'm doing. So now, for instance, this slash has ignored this slash, so we have one slash there that is meaningful. So let me just put the slash there. That is for this and this. Now this slash has ignored this star, so this slash is not showing, but this star is going to show, so we're going to drop a star there. Then this slash have ignored this slash, so this slash is not showing, but this slash is showing, so you're going to drop one slash there. This slash has ignored this slash is not showing, but this slash is showing, so you are still going to drop another slash there. You can see that. So we now have this quote. Now this quote is going to show because nothing is ignoring that quote, so something like that. Because when you look at it very well, oh shit, it's gone. So when you look at it very well, you see there is nothing affecting that. So the next thing we have there is a single quote. Now this quote here, I'm coming. Okay, so I'm coming. Let me check that again. So if we go through that, you see that we have escaped a single stuff there, a star, and one of the double distance, so has been escaped from the let me scroll to where I am. Okay, so we have done this part and this part and this part, so you can see that. So what is now left is this and this part. So now let's go and check that code and see what is happening there. So you can see they put a what is it called, a double this thing there, a double quote there. Now that double quote is to escape this single quote. Are you with me? So normally we don't use backslash to escape a quote, so you can only use a double quote to escape a single quote, or use a single quote to escape a double quote. But any quote that is inside a double quote is executable, so you put a double quote there to escape this other quote. So we now get rid of this, so we have that. So this slash now is used to escape this double quote. You can see that. So we can use forward slash to escape double quote, but based on the fact that this guy is executable, when you put something inside a single quote, makes it ignores it totally. This guy ignores anything ignorable. It does not care whether it is a dollar sign or is a question mark or exclamation mark. It ignores it. So for you to prevent this from ignoring everything, you put a double quote there. So the double quote will make it look executable, to make it look as normal character, not a character that ignores. So for now to look for another file that is going to ignore this itself, we need a backslash. So that is why this comes in. So this comes in here so as to ignore this double quote we have here. So we now have a double quote there. So we now have whatever best, 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 then school, like that. Now we want this quote to show, because if we put this quote here without putting anything, it's going to interfere with this other double quote. So we don't want it to look like a normal double quote, so we put a backslash to ignore the real function of this double quote, say here. So we now have another quote here. So this has ignored this. You understand? So the next thing is we still have a slash there. So this forward slash have ignored this forward slash. So when we come here, we have a forward slash here. You can see that. So this is another quote here. Then this is a close quote here. So after this slash have ignored this slash, this will come in place. So we have the single quote. So let me check that to see. I'm in a right track. Yeah. So we have a single quote. So this is not ignored. It shows there. The next thing we have there is the closing. So it's the closing of this quote we have here. That is what we have here. So when we check that, you can see that it has closed. Does not mean that it's going to show. So where this quote starts and where it's in has been closed. So it makes this quote not to perform its function, because this quote starts from here, the double quote starts from here and end here, and the single quote too also starts from here and ends inside here too. So after that, this and this, so this have ignored this, so we have one slash. these two have ignored this, sorry, this, so we have another slash like that. Then these have ignored this star, so we have a star there. Then these have ignored this dollar sign, so I think this should be a dollar sign like that. Let me check that to confirm if I'm on right track. Yeah, correct. So these have ignored this, so we still have another slash. Then these have ignored this question mark we have here, so we have, where's the question mark? You can see that. So this one here have ignored this, so we have another backslash there. This one, sorry, has ignored this one, so we still have a star again. Then these have ignored this, sorry, this, so we still have another backslash. Then these have ignored this star, so we still have another star again like that. We still have another slash for this ignoring this. Sorry. And so forth till, that is how they ignore till reach this point where it ignores these two, till it ignores this bracket, and so forth like that. So that is how it works. So that is all we are going to do. So this is everything we are going to do. So I'm going to click on escape to go out of this mode. Click on escape. You can see the escape. Then the next thing you are going to do is you are going to write column. Can you see that? Column. Then you are going to write W. Then you are going to write Q. Then you are going to hit enter key like that, and that is all. So when you ls, you see that we have our what? This file. If you want to execute that file, you also do dot /7 what? 7. Okay. Sorry, let me make the file executable first. Ch mode, so you see what the file is gonna do. U or A plus execute 7 5. So you can see the file, we have it here. So you're just going to execute it. Dot /7 5, and we hit enter. So automatically it has created a file with that name. If we check ls, you can see we have the file here. Can you see the file? Can you see the file now? It has created that file. When we execute that code, this file has been created. Now this file that has been created, we can cut it to check what is inside. If we cut it to check what we have inside, let me just copy. I don't know if I can use like this. So you can see after cutting to check, you see what we have inside. Best code. So best code is inside this file. So that is all. So you can use git and do your add and your push and all those stuff, and that is it. So